Have you ever wondered why toxic people always seem to find you? It might not be an accident. In fact, you might be calling them to you like a powerful magnet without even realizing it. I know that sounds hard to believe, but stay with me. This will change your perspective completely. There are subtle habits you practice daily that act like an invisible sign on your forehead. This sign silently tells others that you will tolerate bad treatment and accept their garbage behavior. The most surprising part is that you are completely unaware you are sending this signal. But once you recognize these habits, you can turn them off instantly, just like a switch. Let's flip that switch today so you can start protecting your peace and your energy. When you do, toxic individuals will begin to avoid you as if you were on fire. You deserve to be treated with respect. Let's look at the first critical habit to change. Habit number 1. You constantly apologize for things that are absolutely not your fault. Do you find yourself saying sorry all the time, even for the smallest inconveniences? You might apologize when someone else bumps into you in a crowded hallway. Or perhaps you say sorry when someone rudely interrupts you while you are speaking. I am speaking, please stop. You might even apologize just because another person is having a bad day. Every time you do this, you are teaching people something very dangerous about yourself. You are signaling that you accept blame for everything, even things beyond your control. This is like a submissive dog rolling onto its back to show its belly. It tells the world that you surrender and will not stand up for yourself. Next time you feel the urge to apologize unnecessarily, simply stop and stay silent. Let the silence exist. You do not need to fill it with unearned apologies. Instead, try saying, "Thank you for waiting," or "I understand," to maintain your boundary. Habit number 2. You share too much of your personal life far too quickly. When you tell your entire life story immediately, you are handing people potential weapons. Within minutes of meeting someone new, you might start revealing your deepest struggles. You talk about your past traumas, your current fears, and your deepest insecurities. You might think you are just being authentic, open, and building a quick connection. But toxic people are actually taking mental notes of all your vulnerabilities. It is like handing someone a detailed map of all your weakest spots. And then you are shocked when they use that very map to hurt you. Healthy relationships develop slowly, sharing personal details gradually over a long period. Dumping everything at once signals that you are desperate for immediate closeness. Keep your deep stories private until someone has truly earned your trust. Habit number 3. You ignore obvious red flags because you want to see good. This is a painful truth, but we must address it to break the cycle. When you first meet someone, they might do or say something slightly mean. Your gut instinct warns you that something is not quite right here. But then they smile, offer a compliment, and give you warm attention. You tell yourself that you are just overthinking and being too sensitive. You decide to ignore that warning feeling deep inside your stomach. You make excuses for their behavior and give them another chance. Months later, you find yourself completely miserable and trapped in drama. You ask yourself how you could have possibly ended up here. But the honest truth is that you saw the signs on day one. Toxic people always reveal their true nature very early in the relationship. Pay close attention to how they treat others and respect your boundaries. Habit number 4. You believe being nice means accepting disrespectful treatment. Do you think being a good person requires letting others walk over you? Or that being kind means you must always say yes to everything? If you believe this, you are completely mistaken about true kindness. Being nice does not mean you lack strength or firm boundaries. You can be the most loving person and still protect your peace. Think of historical figures who were deeply peaceful, yet incredibly strong. They stood up against injustice while maintaining their core values. You can say no and walk away from disrespectful situations. This is not being mean. It is practicing healthy self-respect. Toxic people will try to make you feel guilty for this. They want you to believe that protecting yourself is somehow selfish. Habit number 5. You do not have your own independent life. This is the biggest magnet of all for toxic individuals. When you lack personal hobbies, goals, or exciting interests, your entire existence begins to revolve around other people's schedules. You wait constantly for them to text, call, or invite. And when they finally do, you drop everything for them. Toxic people love this because they can easily control you. It is like leaving your front door wide open always. Instead, start building a life that is uniquely yours today. Find a hobby like painting, running, gardening, or reading. Fill your days with activities that bring you genuine joy. When you are busy living, you stop seeking desperate connections. Toxic people will naturally avoid you because you are busy. Just choose one small habit to work on this week. Watch how the people around you begin to change immediately. You have the power to protect your peace. Start today.